Picture this, it's 2 a.m., I'm stressed. Sleep? What's sleep? So, I do what any rational sleep-deprived person would do. I brew a chamomile tea. Now, I always thought chamomile was about as exciting as watching paint dry. Turns out I was wrong. Very, very wrong. See, I forgot about the tea and left it steeping for like an hour. What happened next could only be described as an herbal explosion. The kitchen was a war zone of chamomile carnage. My ceiling, decorated with dried flowers. It was the most exciting thing chamomile tea has ever done. Anyway, that's how I learned a valuable lesson. Never underestimate the power of herbs. Even the boring ones can surprise you. We've all been there. A sniffle here, a headache there. Modern medicine wants to throw pills at every problem, but what about our herbal allies? Herbs have been used for centuries to treat all sorts of ailments. They're like nature's little helpers, whispering secrets of wellness. Plus, they don't come with a side of awkward TV commercials. Think of ginger. It's not just for spicing up your life and your stir-fry. This root is a natural warrior against nausea. It's like a bouncer for your stomach, keeping the bad vibes out. Then there's turmeric. This golden child is like the Beyoncé of the spice rack, a powerhouse of anti-inflammatory goodness. Remember folks, herbs are our friends, unless you leave them steeping for an hour, then they're just terrifying. Let's face it, sometimes life throws a curveball. You wake up with a scratchy throat. Bam! Your toddler decides it's fun to share their germs again. Wham! Your immune system is basically waving a white flag. But before you surrender to the tissue box, consider the power of plants. Feeling under the weather? Elderberry might be your new best friend. This potent berry is like the superhero of the immune system fighting off those pesky viruses. Got a cough that just won't quit? Time to call in the soothing power of licorice root. It's like a warm hug for your throat, calming inflammation and kicking that cough to the curb. And let's not forget peppermint. This refreshing herb is like a minty, fresh breath of life for your digestive system, so next time you're feeling less than stellar, remember, herbs are here to help. Now, I know what you're thinking. Tyler, are you really suggesting we ditch the doctor and live off dandelion tea? Hold your horses, folks. I'm not saying herbs are a magical cure-all, but there's no denying they can have some pretty amazing effects. And sometimes those effects are unexpected. Take my Aunt Carol, for example. She swore by St. John's wort to lift her spirits, and it worked. She was happier, more energetic, and suddenly fluent in Klingon. Turns out St. John's wort can interact with certain medications, leading to some, shall we say, interesting side effects. The moral of the story? Herbs are powerful. Always do your research and talk to your doctor before adding them to your routine. Here's the thing about herbs. They're like that friend who's full of surprises. Sometimes those surprises are delightful. Other times, well, let's just say they make for good stories. Like the time my buddy tried ginkgo biloba to boost his memory. Did it work? Debatable. But he did start leaving love letters to the barista at his local coffee shop, written entirely in hieroglyphics. Or that other time when my neighbor decided to try valerian root for her insomnia. She slept like a baby. A baby elephant, that is. For 14 hours straight. The point is, herbs can be unpredictable, but that's part of their charm. Just be prepared for a wild ride. So, you're ready to explore the wonderful world of herbs? Fantastic! But before you go raiding your spice cabinet, I've got just the thing. Head over to mysuckus.com. It's your one-stop shop for all things herbal. Think of it as your trusty field guide to the sometimes confusing, always fascinating world of plants and wellness. At mysuckus.com, you'll find reliable information, no more Googling can chamomile tea explode my kitchen? Spoiler alert, probably not, unless you leave it steeping for an eternity. High-quality products, from teas to tinctures, they've got you covered. A community of herbal enthusiasts. Connect with other people who are just as passionate about plants as you are. Well folks, that's it for me. Remember, herbs are powerful allies, but they're also a lot of fun. So don't be afraid to experiment, learn, and laugh along the way. And most importantly, share the herbal love. Tell your friends about mysuckus.com and share this video, and spread the joy of natural wellness. After all, laughter is the best medicine. Well, that and maybe a little bit of elderberry syrup.